Hey there folks, Plisken by 51mm here today. I'm out in the garage and it's sprinkling outside, which sucks because we're supposed to be mowing, but can't mow in the rain. The weather people can't predict the weather to save their life. They said today was supposed to be nice and clear, but then it started raining. So I had to take a swig of water. So I got a comment today. I checked my YouTube, and on my video where I previewed my Stoner AR-15 magazine and my M1A magazine, this fellow by the name of, I wrote his name down there. I may not be able to pronounce it too well, but it was like Luis Rodriguez. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. He asked me if he thought, like, he was wondering if I were to do some filing to this Promag M14 magazine, if I could get it to fit in my M1A. So I was like, okay, well, that'd be something for me to do later on, because this was like early in the morning when I saw this comment, and I was expecting really to do this video and, you know, work on this mag tomorrow, but, you know, it rained, so, you know, just do it while it rained. So after I read his comment, I went and I did some measurement taking with a pair of calipers on, you know, the width of this magazine from where it goes in up here on the op rod guide to where it locks up back here on the trigger group. And my Checkmate mag and Milsurp mag both read out as, oops, bumped the camera, as 2.998 thousandths. And then the Pro mag read out to be 3.8. So it was a little bit longer. Man, the old traffic on the roads starting to get busy. Anyway, what me and my dad did, I asked him if he could help me out. And what we did was we took this magazine and put it in the vise. We put it in the table vise and squeezed it like long ways, like this way, and see if we could get the, you know, width down, and then we pecked it with a hammer on the sides to try and get it to shrink on the sides. But what ended up happening is no matter what we did, nothing would work, simply because, if you know, just by that measurement there, it's just too long. It's just too long from the other two that work. So, you know, but we tried, and we pecked and knocked and thumped on it. We even ground the back end of it on the sander there on that tab to kind of get that tab smaller, see if it could lock up. It just wasn't doing it, though. And as you can see, we've knocked it out of alignment. We did get it to lock up in the M1A one time, though. It did lock up where it was engaging on the spring guide in the front, and it locked up on the trigger group in the back. But it could only do that with the bolt open, but we did manage to get it to lock up one time. But that was with great effort, having to get it to do that. But that was with great effort, you know, and it took a lot of pecking the sides here with a hammer, and you know, squeezing this part in the vise. We was just trying to you know, trying to see if we could get this get the length of it this way down, and, you know, the sides would bulge out. We was just trying to get it squared up with as minimalistically as we possibly could, but it just didn't do it. just didn't do very well. Did manage, like I said, to get it locked up one time. But then another problem, like you could only get locked up with the bolt back, and that's kind of counterproductive. Because then that would require that bolt to be open all the time for the use of this magazine. But now, after we did that and played around with it some more, we pecked and throttled and beat and thumped on it so much to the point now that the follower's messed up. I'll see if I can try and replicate how it was acting here. My dad was trying to get it to go in with a screwdriver because we was trying to put bullets in it to see how it would if it could feed. We couldn't get it to feed bullets, and he was pushing the follower in, and it's like the follower's just messed up, as you can all see. I know that somebody's probably like, well, yeah, that probably wouldn't work, but I got some bullets here, and we'll try and put some in it. So I got 5. Let's see. Okay, got that one in. Got that one in. Got that one in. I mean, yeah, it's feeding them now, but earlier it wasn't. It's got them in there now, but it's they're very loose. I wouldn't have much confidence in it, and we still can't get it fit in the magazine well of the M1A. So, I mean, yes, we did try. We can't say we didn't try, but from the, out the gate, it was already a lost cause, I think, because it's just too long here. And I mean, and it's just made that way. There's really nothing you could do. I mean, unless you well, I guess the only way you could get it, my thinking is, the only way you could get it to, the length of it this way to shrink would be to cut this part off with like a mill, and then, I don't know, or maybe a bandsaw, cut it right there, and then, file it down a little bit, and then re-weld that back on there. But that'd be a lot of problems and issues, and it'd just be more trouble than what it's worth, just like what we did. I mean, again, like I was just seeing, I was just wanting to see, me and my dad was just wanting to see if we could get it to work by doing some modifications to it. But it's just, out the bat, the length of it's just got it thumped. It's just out of spec. It's too long. It's too long and too wide, and there's not much you can do for it when you've got problems like that out the bat. I mean, that's more of a machining problem. It was put together out of spec, and unless you were able to get access to unless you were able to get a hold of some machining equipment like a mill or something, you wouldn't be able to fix that. And even then, that's just speculating. At this point, it's just a lost cause, and with that, I say don't buy a Promag, because I mean, again, like I said in my initial video where I showed this off for the first time, maybe not all Promag magazines are as badly built as this one, or as badly out of spec. But then again, I mean, it's that risk you take. Like I took that risk when I ordered this in, and I got bit in the ass, and so now I'm stuck with this Promag magazine. I don't think my dad suggested I sell it to somebody. He suggested I sell it to someone. I don't know, because I mean, like, you know, just one look at it right here at the top compared to an actual magazine, one that's in spec. So you just look at them there at the front of the follower lips. You know, just one look in that, and somebody'd be like, "Hell, that thing's a piece of shit," and they wouldn't be wrong. So we've done what we can do. I don't, outside of getting some extreme power tools and doing some hardcore cutting, I don't know what else to do. And even if you were to do that, you would end up running it, because, you know, these things are sheet metal that are folded over after they've been cut to a certain you know, design and length. They're just folded over and welded in place like that. So you'd compromise this whole spine, and it just wouldn't work. It'd just tear it up even more than what it is. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to sell it, because I don't know who I would be able to. I mean, who wants to buy a broken M14 magazine, you know? So and yeah, you could do the you know, sell it at a yard sale and just put M14 mag on it, but then again, that'd be a dishonest thing to do. And if they came back and, you know, found out it didn't work, you'd be in a load of trouble. So I think my best solution would probably be just hit it with a few of these, take it out and go shoot it. I mean, yeah, Promag has a lifetime warranty, but then again, like, why would I've had so much trouble with this mag? Why would I send it in just to get another one that may be as bad or as worse? So, and you know, that just wastes time and money at that point. So that's just been my little video of how we failed to modify a Promag magazine for an M14. Did not go very well, but at least we tried. That's what I was just wanting to see. I was just wanting to see, like, you know, maybe we could get it to work by, you know, pressing this part in, and, you know, you're just kind of beating around the bush trying to minimalistically reshape it, but it didn't work. So anyway, this has been Plisken by 51mm. Got a few more videos in the works. I'm still going to do the ones that I said I was going to do. I mean, I uploaded the M14 takedown video, but I think my next video, I'm wanting to do a knife collection video. Somebody's coming up the road on a moped that's extremely loud. Anyway, till next time, see you all in the next video.